today. It's only Wednesday, but something is very peculiar this week. For me, I know tonight the full moon in Leo is going to illuminate itself. I don't know, this week just has been energetically off, strange, but right. I don't know how to explain that. I'm gonna try. I just got chills. I don't know if it's the energy but I am cold. I am cold. But it's not that cold, but I am cold. Anyway, so that's why I'm in the sun, as usual. I feel like I have this, okay, I know that I am currently in my highest timeline. I'm currently living out my life in my highest timeline. It is not easy, but I'm living it, like I don't care if it's not easy. I get to live this. And from what I've come from, not just outside of me, but within me, what I've come from, what I've built myself up to be, I choose this over anything else. And that's why it's choosing me, which is why I'm here. But with living within my highest timeline, I know that there's also chapters, and I'm also at the same time stepping into a new chapter. Very attractive. Stepping into a new chapter in my life as well. And I feel like I have this entity. I don't know. Like, yes, entity. At times I feel like it's an entity. At times I feel like it's just my old timeline trying to pull me back. And it's making me very agitated and irritated at times. I'm waking up with this feeling. And I don't usually wake up with these feelings, but I have been. I've also been doom scrolling. I don't typically do that. I enjoy it though. I'm not gonna lie. Like I enjoy it. I don't usually be online just scrolling, and I've been finding some very comical videos, and yeah, at the same time I don't like the fact that that's what I've been finding my entertainment in. I'm not quite sure why. I don't want to get sucked into it. That's pretty much my reason. This sun feels so good. Um, I've been. My thoughts are not the purest. However, in the moment, I'm just like, I'm the observer of my thoughts. I don't have to accept them. I don't I just acknowledge it, but I don't accept it. And but I have processed it because they've been, it's like, I'm not me. I'm in this transition period, and it feels like I'm constantly in the transitional period, which can be a bit exhausting. And not a bit, it is exhausting. It's very exhausting. And all that has happened within, I want to say, these past 3 to 4 weeks, I feel like the universe really told me to sit my ass down and back because of this energetic shift that's currently occurring. And as grateful as I am for this shift, because I know I'm in alignment with it, it's exhausting, and I need to rest. Like, I am tired. I don't even know why. Yesterday I woke up, I was very happy, very energetic, and then as the day progressed, I became so tired, so irritable, so agitated, and I was just like, okay, um, I'm gonna eat and go to bed. And I did that. And I woke up, I can't say I woke up the same way, but I did not wake up in a desirable state of mind. So, and I woke up early again, which is cool. That's okay. I would prefer to actually wake up when I'm supposed to wake up, but I woke up very early, and I guess I woke up and I'm supposed to wake up at that time. So what am I talking about? I'm sleepy, and I just think I'm being pulled in many directions that are not desirable to me at this current time. Being that I'm not who I used to be, and for many people, that's uncomfortable. So that energy is being pulled on. I could feel it. And then aside from that, just within myself, I'm letting go of aspects of who I was, who I I'm letting go of the old. And the ego doesn't like that. The old paradigm doesn't like that. And so I have to ground myself and and root my desired energy in this new timeline. Yeah. And speaking of, like, so I noticed, so yesterday, okay, and it's the simple thing. It's the simple things. Yes. It's the simple things that really shifts things into perspective for me. For example, yesterday I made 2 purchases. One was a really big purchase for myself and myself only. And the other, it wasn't so big, but usually the purchase that wasn't so big, I didn't intend on buying myself anything. I was supposed to buy my son some things, some necessities for his trip. I also bought myself something as well. And this came at that purchase was small, but it was a necessity for myself as well. And usually I would wait. I would be like, no, let me take care of him, or if it was for my daughter, let me take care of them first, and then I'll take care of myself. And then I wound up not doing it, or whenever I choose to do it, I don't have access to the product, or I don't have the time, whatever the case may be. And I was just like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So that purchase, which was it was a rather small purchase, came after the bigger purchase, right after the bigger purchase. And the bigger purchase, the product is very small. And I mean, it's besides the point, but the product is very small, but it's very beneficial. And it brings me joy. And I think I'm talking about it now because I'm being reminded that I did something for myself that brings me joy. And every time I use it, it's something that I'm going to be using every day, if not multiple times a week. And it brings me joy. It genuinely brings me joy. And that's what's important. But I do notice, I'm going to speak on the energy of it. I noticed that lately I have been pouring into myself so that my cup can overflow. And every time I do that, there's a huge energetic shift it doesn't feel desirable, but I know that it is desirable and beneficial for myself. And that's a little different and strange for me because I'm a giver, and I'm so used to giving, and I've come a long way from putting myself on the back burner. However, I do tend to put a lot of things ahead of myself, with knowing that I'm going to get back to myself. But why do I need to get back to myself if I can just take care of myself in the moment, right? And that's what I did yesterday. I did that on many levels. And it's not about the money, it's not about the purchases itself. It's like what I wanted and what I knew, like what I wanted, I got it. And it brought me joy. It brought me joy. And I feel like that's why now I'm feeling like that's why I'm a little agitated, irritated, sleepy, because I made sure that I got everything that I wanted yesterday. And it was small things. I mean, yo, I wanted, like, I've discovered this young coconut pudding. It's so delicious. Like, it's the best dessert when it comes to a pudding I've ever had. And I'm when it comes to food, I'm so grateful when I can indulge in something that's like in the moment it's the best I've ever had. Like, I have not, there's a saying, you haven't even had the experience the happiest moments of your life. You haven't even met the best people of your life. You haven't laughed the best that you ever laughed in your life. Those sayings are so true, because when I tasted that pudding, I was blown away. There's actual coconut milk, but it's not heavy and thick. It's the young coconut milk on top. And then when you could drink that if you want, but when you dig the spoon in, you get chunks of coconut pudding, which is actually, it's not like the pudding that we know as Americans in the West as a thick custard. It's it's kind of it's kind of solid and kind of not solid, and it has young coconut shavings in it. It's so good. It's so good, and I know that it's homemade, handmade. It's not factory, because every time I go, there's always just 1 or 2 cups in there, and it's like you get it while it's hot. And every time, like I said, it's only 1 or 2, and I get them because, and I eat them. Oh, it is so good. It's so good. Anyway, so I had got that, and I also, because I'm a massage person. When things get heavy and I feel like energy needs to be moved through me, there's certain rituals that I do, and right now I can't get a full body massage, um, because I can't let I can't lie down properly, and I can't have them massage my foot or my left leg. So I've been going into sitting in the massage chairs, and I also did that for myself. I took time for myself to do that because I need to relax. And I made that small purchase, which was actually some hiking sandals. Um, I do plan on going hiking in the near future, but overall, like before I even do that, I'm gonna be walking in those because I know that they're ideal for me personally to walk in. I like to be as comfortable as possible. Um, that and the bigger purchase that I made was Manuka honey. I'm gonna talk about that for a little bit. Let me see what time is it. Okay, I have time. Um, Manuka honey. I discovered Manuka honey some years ago. I don't know how long ago, but some years ago. And whenever I had the finances to splurge, I won't say I don't even identify that as splurging. It's just you take care of yourself. But when I had the finances the finances, not only the finances, but making time to actually utilize this honey, I would purchase it. And this was actually like 2021, yeah, 2020. And anyway, I would take baths with them. I would do facials with it and things like that. And I remember I used to go into, I used to order it. Did I order it or did I buy it? I used to do a multitude of things. Like if I could get it a little cheaper on Amazon, I would buy it. If I could, or if I needed it, um, and I was like in Trader Joe's or Whole Foods, I would buy it from those stores. I think Trader Joe's had its own brand or something of Manuka honey, and it was cheaper than any. Anyway, I'm not there. It's okay. So I would buy that, and I remember buying it in Trader Joe's one day, and the cashier was like, "Oh, you got money. Like, what do you do with this?" And it's a typical response in New York from people, because people always count in your pockets. They always count in your pockets because they have an insecurity about their own pockets. And I didn't answer. I didn't. No, I didn't. Yeah, I know. I responded, and he was like, I responded with, at the time, I was just taking baths with it. And if you know, Manuka honey comes in a small container. And by the time you take 1 or 2 baths, the honey is gone, depending on how much you choose to use. And he was like, you take baths with this? That, yeah, anyway, yeah, so he said that, and I had to end the conversation because I knew where it was going. It's like, people try to plant seeds of doubt in your mind because they see that you're pouring into yourself. It may not be in a way that they would pour into themselves, but they can see, I'm spitting, excuse me, that they can see that you have certain ways of pouring into yourself, and not only do you have those ways, you're actually implementing it, and you're buying it, and you're comfortable with buying it, and you're actually comfortable with having a little discussion about what it is that you do with it. And then when they hear what you actually do with it, people feel a way. They do, because some conversations that I've had with people in the past, people struggled to not only pour into themselves, but they struggle to go forth with implementing what it is that they want to implement. So people will buy the product that costs X amount of money, and I think at some point, depending on the person and the situation, some people just buy things because they know that it's like, for example, a Gucci belt. I don't know. That's the first thing that popped in my mind. People will buy the Gucci belt because it costs a lot of money. It's something that's known to be expensive, and if you have that, that means I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck it means, but it means something to these people on the outside of them, and not really to themselves. And then, are they really wearing it though? Like, these are the questions. Are you wearing it? Like, oh no, I'm not wearing that to go here. I'm gonna save it for this. But are you ever gonna go to this? Things like that. Or they'll buy they'll buy something and they don't use it. Oh, I haven't made time for it. Or, like, simply put, a gym membership. You purchase a gym membership and you never go, or you go one time and you stop going. Like, people fail to follow through on things. And the way that I speak about, like, I don't just speak about things, I am about that. And the energy is felt. You don't have to be in my bathroom to know that I'm using this product, especially if I'm a reoccurring customer. I deal with that with people too. Like, they see that I'm coming in to buy the same product that I came in to buy before. It's like, oh, she's really using it, like, yeah. And I would hope that those kind of my actions inspire people rather than trigger them into feeling jealous or envious. But the duality of life, right? So the Manuka honey, yes, I bought the Manuka honey, and I've never actually because I'm so close to Australia, I'm sure it's why when I do go into the international supermarket here in Thailand, there's an array of the higher spectrums of Manuka honey, the MGO. I can't remember. I'm sorry. There's a specific number that lets you know, like, if it's medicinal, if it's, the properties of it. And so I actually bought the highest one that they had, which is, I believe I have the number 22. And I did a little research prior to purchasing it, and I misread the price tag. But when I got to the register, the self-checkout, and it was actually 2,000 or more than 2,000 baht more than what I misread. I didn't even flinch. I was like, this is what I want and I'm gonna get it. And so yeah, like I made that huge purchase, and I'm really happy about that and I used it on my face last night, which actually brought up um some blemishes, blackheads. It's clearing out my pores. I put it on my wound, and I'm out here healing. The fuck? Like I'm out here healing. So those little things really do, and I say little because we measure things according to just our own beliefs. And I believe purchases, when it comes to who we are and what we choose to do for ourselves, can be little or big or small. But when it comes to purchases, for me, I think when it comes to something that even what you want, not just what you need, because I'm blessed to be able to purchase things that I need, that me and my family need. And my abundance lies in me being able to purchase the things that I want and need. I just saw A631. That is very significant. My abundance lies in what I'm able to purchase and the things that I want and need. And I'm truly grateful for that. I'm truly, 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 truly grateful for that. Yes, there are more things that I want, but that really excites me. And buying something as simple as honey. And that's all I gotta say. So I think I just literally like worked out the energy that I'm feeling through speaking in this video, and I'm truly grateful for that. That's why I feel like this is like my diary. What is it? Vlog. My vlog, not as more so like into my day-to-day life. I'm not ready for that, to share my day-to-day visually. I really enjoy my time. I enjoy me. I really do. I'm not ready to add people into that. But so I have a plan, and slowly but surely you will gain access to that. And I will be very grateful for you to share that with me. I'm already grateful that you share this space with me now. So yeah, I think I'm also tired because it's a full moon tonight, and full moons make me fucking tired. So I'm gonna figure out what I need to do besides rest for this full moon, so that I'm not being pulled every which way. And yeah, so I'm chucking up the deuces, and I will see you on another video. All right? Okay, bye.